Hi, my name is Phil Baylor with Summit America, located in Howell, Michigan. We're in Plant 2 looking at our scrap system with Wardcraft.
All right, this is a central scrap room for loading up to 53-foot semi-trailers of scrap from a stamping operation, and this system that we're looking at here will separate scrap grades of material from a recipe selected at the press line. We have a secondary panel view out here in the scrap room that mimics the entire system that's installed in the floor. The yellow features on this panel view are showing us the conveyor systems themselves. Yeah, here we're looking at trailer positioning lengthways within the scrap room. These two sensors you see here will tell us where the tail end of the trailer has to be positioned in order to monitor proper filling of it. The stack lights you're looking at are telling the driver in the truck whether he's in position or not. All right, these are the two main scrap systems heading out to the scrap room, and all the conveyors down here in the basement, being that it's a large facility and people can be spread out and you may not know who's where working on what. Every conveyor down here has an emergency cable stop. If someone was to pull any one of these cables down here, it will shut the entire system down completely. And it won't even allow them to operate the presses upstairs until they find out where the stop came from. In the past, a system like this would take a very large main control cabinet to house all the drives. What we had done here is used a Rockwell International Smart Drive that we locate the drives at each of the motors of the conveyors, which reduces the cabinet size that we have to have for our control devices. In doing that, everything is communications, all Ethernet for programming, but as far as power to the motors, they're all quick disconnect. So if we ever have a drive go or a motor go, we just unplug the cable, drop a new one in, and plug it back in, and you're up and running. What you're looking at down here is we're now standing underneath a 1,200-ton press and in a basement 22-foot deep. On the bottom side of this press, you see 3 chutes, funneled chutes, and that is what does the distribution of the scrap. Those chutes are tied in, the drive on those chutes are tied in at the press controls on the top side of the floor, and when they pick their recipe and determine what part they're running, those chutes will shift underneath this press to determine what conveyor system the scrap actually gets deposited on. Yeah, this is the west scrap tunnel that is feeding main scrap conveyor to feed scrap onto the main system going out to the scrap building. And as this conveyor shifts over to these 2 main conveyors, our chute system can deposit the scrap either on the right-hand side conveyor or the left-hand side conveyor to get it deposited properly out in the scrap room.